Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast. So glad that you're here. This is Sarah. I just wanted to give a little bit of a heads up that later on in the podcast, there was actually a medical emergency in the facility where Miss Sadie and I were talking, and we kind of took a break for a minute to chat and then to pray about the situation that was happening, and it just kind of felt like a private moment. So there's a little bit of a skip towards the end of the interview, and that's all that was happening. But anyway, I hope you love this conversation with Miss Sadie. She was actually my first interview of the day and my first interview with a total stranger. So anyway, this is a fun one for me and a fun throwback. So hope you love it.
I love headphones. I got them from my TV.
Yeah.
I turn it up loud as I want.
Oh, good. That's perfect. Are they like the over-the-ear kind, like this? Wonderful.
No wires, just over the ears.
Yeah, perfect. Well, I guess I would get your paper, but you said you'd talk about anything, so we can kind of start wherever. Were you born here?
I was born in San Saba in
Okay.
1950.
Okay.
My my grandmother, was also pregnant at the same time.
Okay.
My mother and my grandmother were both pregnant at the same
Wow.
time.
Was your mom really young?
Yes, she was. Well, I think she was 18, but she got married like at 15.
Okay.
They were married in 47 and I was born in 50.
Wow. Okay.
So she was
My dad was also born in 1950.
right.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, cool. So your mom was, you were born in 1950.
Yes, and like I say, my mother and my grandmother were both pregnant at the same time. So Granny took care of Mom because my mother took care of Granny because Wade was due to be here in April.
Is Wade
He's my uncle.
your uncle who is your same age?
April to June older than me.
Oh my gosh.
And then mother took care of her. Granny took care of Mother. And I was supposed to be here in April, but I didn't get here till June. And so
God bless your mom.
the nurses was talking about me and said, "Oh, she's so bloated. Doctor said she's just fat."
That you, the baby, were just fat? Oh no.
My mother sit in the summer and drank the cream off the milk.
Oh.
She loved that. So that's what she did.
I didn't know if that was supposed to like induce labor or what. She just liked
No,
it.
she just liked
She just liked it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, 2 months over. Wow. So then you grew up with an uncle that was your exact same age.
Yep.
What was that like?
Weird.
I imagine.
Yeah, we didn't see much of him till, him and my grandmother and my aunt moved to Houston.
Okay.
And so he was raised there.
Okay.
And I went there in 69. I hated Houston. I hated it.
Was it just too big?
I would try to go sit out on the porch,
Yeah.
and let just sit there because that's what we did in the country.
Of course.
And Granny says, "What are you doing out there? Get in this house now.
Oh, no.
This is Houston."
Were you like in the city of Houston?
I was in South Park.
Okay. Gotcha.
I was right off. I was 5 minutes away from what used to be the Astrodome.
Yeah. Okay. So you moved there when you were 19?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And I went to beauty school.
Oh.
There just below the Astrodome.
Okay.
And as soon as that was done, I was out of there.
Did you go back to San Saba?
No, I was raised in West Texas.
Oh,
Denver
okay.
City, Texas.
Wow.
I was
Denver
raised
City?
there.
I've never heard of Denver City.
Yep. Well, it's right between Odessa and Lubbock,
Okay.
and just a little bitty place.
Yeah.
I mean, this place was where you could ride your bicycle
Yeah.
all around town.
Yeah.
It was not like Houston. You cannot.
The
sit on
opposite.
We would sit on the porch after dark with the light out, the porch light.
Yeah.
And just sit there and look at the stars and stuff.
Oh. And West Texas stars. That would have been lovely.
West Texas stars.
So the front porch is really important to you.
Yes.
That's critical.
Yeah. And I have a courtyard patio.
Oh, lovely. I love the umbrellas. They're so pretty.
Yes.
Are they new?
Yes, they are.
Okay. They look so fresh. I was like, this place is
they're
gorgeous.
just a couple of weeks old. And the furniture out there's just a couple of
I
weeks
gotta go exploring a little
Yes.
bit. I'm like, I want to live here. It's beautiful.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so you moved from Houston to Denver City, and then how long were you there?
I was raised there. Like I say, I was born in San Saba.
Okay.
And then Mom and Daddy, we lived in, what do you call it? Van Horn.
Okay.
We lived in some other places. Big Lake.
Okay.
But then we ended up in Denver City.
Okay, so I had it backwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually grew up in West Texas.
Oh, okay. And then you moved to Houston when you were 19.
Yeah.
Sorry.
After I graduated, the next day, my mom and daddy put me on a plane and says, you go, you get a job, you get some kind of something that you could take care of yourself.
Yeah.
I said, okay. So
Like,
I went to beauty
fine.
school.
Okay, so beauty school is in Houston near the Astrodome. Now I'm caught up.
Yes.
I had it all flipped around. Okay, great.
And then my brother just under me was born in San Saba too, 2 years later.
Uh-huh.
But then we all went back to Denver City, and that's where I became the oldest of 6 kids.
Wow, quite a family.
Yes.
And an uncle that's your same age.
Yes. My baby sister was born in May of 63,
Okay.
and I was 13 years old.
Your baby sister, you're the oldest.
Yes.
And you were born in 1950, and she was born in 53.
63.
Oh, 63. I was like, how were there 6 kids in
A lot of
3
twins
years?
and triplets.
I would hope so. My goodness. Okay, so 13 years between you and your little sister. Okay, I gotcha.
3 boys, 3 girls.
Oh, that's nice.
My mother used to get so mad at my daddy because he'd say, I've got a full house. Oh, she was very touchy about her.
She didn't like that?
Mm.
It seems like it was true. It seems like a full house.
Yeah, it was. But you know, we didn't realize that. I mean, that was just normal for us.
Was that like everybody kind of had 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we just
Yeah.
never thought about it.
Yeah.
It was just normal.
It was just, that's what it is. And now it's like, oh my gosh, that's a minivan, and then it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were in beauty school in Houston.
Yes.
And then did you stay in Houston for a while?
No,
Okay.
I came right back.
Okay.
My husband now, we got engaged in January before I graduated.
Okay.
Well, then he got drafted.
Oh boy.
So he went to El Paso
Okay.
when I went to Houston. But then after I graduated beauty school, we met up in April in West Texas and we got married.
Oh.
Then he left for Vietnam in July.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
a quick, married in April and he's deployed in July. How did you two meet? Uh-oh.
Halloween carnival.
Halloween carnival? I love that. I love Halloween.
Actually, it was one of my good friends' boyfriend's brother.
Okay, perfect.
But
you can all
he
hang
was
out.
going with this girl that was my friend. But then they broke up, so he asked me out. So there it is.
There it is. Free play at that point. There you go.
Yeah.
So then you could all hang out, the 4 of you, the friend and her. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, it was great. And then he came home, and we went to Louisiana for a little while. That's where
Okay.
his people were from.
Okay.
So his brother, his wife, and I, which was my friend that we met, we all went to Louisiana and stayed down there, and they worked for.
I'm trying to think of Louisiana.
It's,
Alligators, oil rigs.
Well,
The bayou.
forest.
Oh, okay.
The trees, cutting the trees.
Okay.
It starts with an A, let me think. And they have these orange trucks that they cut down the street.
Okay. Logging?
Asplin.
Asplin.
Asplin
Okay.
tree removing. They did the side of the roads and stuff.
Okay.
Cleared the place. So
Love it.
then came back out here and started having kids.
Okay.
I had 2.
You didn't want to have 6 kids like your parents?
Well, I had to have cesarean because my oldest one was 9, 5, and a breech.
Oh, boy.
And so actually the doctor told me before I went into labor, he said, if you don't quit eating, you're not going to be able to get in that door.
I'm sensing a
gained
trend.
50 pounds.
Oh, my goodness.
I was just a child.
There's a theme between your mom and you.
Yeah.
A little
Yeah.
bit. How old were you when you had your oldest?
He was born in 72. I was 22.
Wow, okay.
And then my next one was born in 76. He's a bicentennial baby.
Okay.
So I was 26.
I don't know if I know what that means. What's a bicentennial?
Bicentennial, that's the 200th anniversary of...
Oh, like 1776. I
Yes,
got it. Okay.
yes.
That's a new one to me.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And just all of a sudden my kids grew up and it was just like, I don't know.
Went by fast?
Yeah, it went by fast.
Were you here in Longview for that?
No,
Oh.
we were in Seminole, we were in Louisiana, we were in Marshall.
So you've moved a lot.
Yes, yes. But his people lived in Marshall,
Okay.
and his uncle had trailers down at Toledo Bend.
Okay.
Most weekends, holidays, we were at Toledo Bend.
Yeah.
We had a Suburban, we packed it up with everything but the kitchen sink. If I could have got it in there, I would have.
Good thing you had a Suburban. You needed it.
Yeah. It was, yeah. I've had a good life. I had a really good childhood. I enjoyed my brothers and sisters for what, like I say, she was born in May of 63.
It's a big gap. That's like you're like a second mom.
Yeah. When I graduated in 69, she started school the next year.
Wow.
So, yeah.
One in, one out. The school system.
They don't like me to talk about this, but I changed their diapers.
I believe it. I
Watch
have
that.
a big sister that's 10 years older than me, and a lot of times people thought she was my mom.
Washed bottles, learned a lot from my mother.
Yeah.
My mother slept many a night with a baby on her tummy that had a bellyache or something and be patting it.
So then I'm sure you did that as a mom too?
Yeah.
I love that.
Put it up against your stomach, that was it.
Yeah.
And I had great parents. I really
That's
did.
wonderful. What made them so great?
Because they were mine.
There you go. What more do you need?
Daddy worked sun up, sundown. I mean, he would be gone before we get up.
Yeah.
And he might not come in till after we were in bed. He worked
Yeah.
in the oil field, pulling units, but then he went to driving a hot oil truck. So he did that a lot.
It's hard labor.
My mother, at the beginning, she did laundry. She did ironing, cleaned houses. But she ended up ironing for the public for over 50 years.
Wow.
Yeah. She did it till she could not stand up and do it anymore.
Oh my goodness.
My sister and niece would help her finish the orders that she had gotten to get done until she couldn't do it no more.
Yeah.
Then she got pretty much bedbound, and we put her in the nursing home.
Yeah.
And thought it would be a fight, but she really liked it there.
Oh.
She was the boss.
Okay.
She thought she was the boss.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I
they
like
played
that.
dominoes and
She whipped everybody into shape.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so I really enjoyed that. And my brothers and sisters, it was like I knew them as kids, but then they grew up and they got their families,
Yeah.
and I love them to pieces.
I love
Love them
that.
to pieces.
I love that. Were you geographically very close to them? when you're all having kids?
There's one that lives in Sterling City.
Okay.
There's one that lives in Muleshoe.
Mm-hmm.
There's one that lives in Lovington, New Mexico.
Okay.
And the baby sister is still in Denver City.
Okay.
And then we had another brother that passed away.
I'm sorry.
So, but it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. I like that.
Then kids grow up, and my husband got sick, and he was sick over 20-something years.
Wow.
And ended up, he had Agent Orange,
Okay. Oh.
and that's what he
From
passed
Vietnam.
away from.
Wow. I'm so sorry.
So when it first started, one morning he was going to work, and he just slid down the trim of the door and sat down. And
He was totally fine the day before?
yeah, and he just slid down. You know, he just kind of passed out.
Yeah.
He said, "You better get prepared." So I went to CNA school.
Did he know what it was?
No.
No, he just
He
knew
just
something
knew
was wrong.
something was wrong with his
Yeah.
body.
Yeah.
It started out breathing and arthritis and just
Yeah.
stuff like strokes
Right.
and heart. He had stents and he had heart surgery.
Sure. I don't know.
Yeah.
You could say anything, and I'd be like, that sounds right. I don't.
That's
Yeah.
been a while. But
Yeah.
yeah. Then that started a long train of me working and taking care of him, and till it got to the point that I couldn't do both.
Yeah.
I physically couldn't do both.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do? You gonna stay with your job? You gonna stay with your husband?
Yeah.
So we were married 42 years,
Wow.
and he passed away. This month will be 12 years ago.
Wow. My dad passed away 11 years ago in May, so similar time frame. I know that's so tough.
Yeah.
But
I'm trying not to
42
forget.
years.
I took care of my mother-in-law. She had cancer.
Okay.
My daddy had cancer. We all took care of him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Just part of life.
just part of life.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
tough. But that's a long time to be married.
Yeah.
That's a huge accomplishment, 42 years.
I'm thankful for that, because a lot of people these days, they don't stay married.
Yeah.
It's like, try me on first.
Test it all out. I was listening this week, kind of getting ready for talking to everybody, to The Greatest Generation, the Tom Brokaw book. And he was talking about, like, how the mentality towards marriage has shifted, and that it used to be more like, I might kill you, but I'll never divorce you.
Yeah.
Was that y'all's?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, after he passed away, I started traveling.
Okay.
And, oh, by the way, before he died, he was, they said that he was a 100% Vietnam veteran of Agent Orange.
Wow.
100% disabled.
Okay. Wow.
So that was
It's a lot for you to carry.
Well, it was a lot for him too,
Yeah, totally.
and I was really, really proud for him to get that.
Yeah.
We worked hard.
Yeah.
We had the greatest guy from the VA to come help us, and he says, all I need is the paperwork. So every time we went to the doctor, we got paperwork, and I had stacks and stacks and stacks. He said, I've never seen anybody have so much. So it wasn't too hard to do that.
Yeah, I'm sure you had to stay real organized, keep
But
everything.
I started traveling. I'd go to Corpus to see my oldest boy. That's where he lives.
Okay.
And we would go fishing. I love fishing. I even went hunting one time.
Really? What did you go hunting for?
Deer.
Did you get one?
No.
I shouldn't have asked that. I should have just let it go.
We were sitting in this old trailer house that the windows was broke out of.
Uh-huh.
And Jerry was with me. That's my oldest. Jerry
Okay,
Pascal
Jerry.
Jr. And they're come up. I said, Jerry, there's 3 deer. He said, well, shoot them. I said,
That's what we're
no,
doing here.
you do it. I said, I'm afraid I won't hit it. So he got all
He got all 3.
miles.
That seems tough to do. 3 at one time. I don't know.
Yeah, that was my one chance at hunting. I always wanted to go hunting when I was a kid because Daddy would go hunting.
Right.
But back then it was a boys' thing.
The boys go do it.
But then my sister under me, about 8 years, she comes up. She not only can hunt them, she can field dress them, she can freeze them, because she worked in a butcher shop.
Oh, okay. I was going to say this is the difference between the oldest and the youngest gets to do whatever they want.
Yes.
And you have all the rules that you had to deal with.
And she was something else.
Your sister?
Yes.
That's not your youngest sister.
That's
a
my
middle
sister.
Middle
Yeah,
sister.
She's 8 years younger than me.
Okay.
So, what was I going to say?
Let's see. You were traveling a lot?
Yes, went to Corpus, went fishing. We even took a deep sea tour.
Ooh, that's
we went
cool.
12 hours.
Wow.
We went out, 3 hours, fished 3 hours, and come back 3 hours.
Yeah.
My son got a 6-foot shark while I was out there. Took him hours to bring that thing in.
Oh, no.
While he was bringing his in, someone else had this great big, what do you call it? Redfish.
Okay.
Huge head.
Uh-huh.
And when he brought it in, it was nothing but the head because a shark had eaten the whole body.
Was it the 6-foot shark that
No,
ate
it wasn't Jerry's. It was another shark. So there was more
Wow.
sharks down there. But they're only allowed one shark
per trip? Okay. They got to keep some sharks in the
Yes.
ocean.
So I was proud that Jerry got his
He
in
got the
first.
one shark. Yeah, you got to
Yeah.
get there first.
Oh, his back was killing him.
I bet. That sounds exhausting.
So much fun to watch it.
I love
So-
that. Is he a big fisherman?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, very big. He's even tried being selling fish.
Oh, okay.
Stuff to people.
Yeah,
Shrimp.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Like doing it professionally, kind of, not
Yeah.
just a hobby.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then my other son lives here,
Oh.
and like I say, we all went back and forth to Louisiana and stuff. But my youngest son lives here. He has worked in the oil field. Well, the other one, both of them worked in the oil field because that's what their dad did.
Yeah.
He was a roughneck.
Mm-hmm.
But I came here with James, and then
So James is your youngest?
yes.
Okay. Jerry
James
and
Allen.
James.
Jerry Bell Jr.
Okay.
and James Allen, because Pat, which is the nickname for my husband,
Okay.
was Jerry Pascal Bell,
Okay.
after his 2 grandpas.
Oh.
So when we named Jerry Jr., we named James Allen the other 2 names from their grandpa.
So you've got all the family honor names.
Yes.
I love
Yes.
it.
So
That's
I
good.
came here, and I lived here off and on. I lived in Corpus off and on. And then I was in a trailer. Well, I had hip surgery replacement, knee replacement. I've had 2 drop foots. I've had a stroke in my eye. So it got to where I'm a diabetic.
Mm-hmm.
I was living on corn dogs and
Uh-oh.
oatmeal cream pie.
That sounds delicious, though. Maybe not the best, but delicious.
I got my sugar out of whack. I got my medicine out of whack. I was out of whack. And the kids kept trying to say, "Mom, why don't we do something?"
Yeah.
I said, "Not yet."
Yeah.
Well, one day I looked at my stove, and I thought, "I can't do this. What if I turn that burner on and I fall in the burner and I'm catch on fire? What if I burn the house down?"
Yeah.
So I called my son,
Is
and
this
I
Jared?
said, "This is James."
Oh, James. Okay.
And I said, "I'm ready." He says, "You're ready?" I said, "I'm
I bet he
ready
fell
to
out
go
of his
somewhere."
chair.
He said, "Hang on, let me call Heather, get her busy." Because they had been checking around, looking around.
Yeah, doing some research and everything.
So they got me a place in Hearts,
Okay.
and it was great for a while, but then, things change.
Yeah.
So,
just go close the door.
Okay.
Is that all right? I just
Yeah.
want people to hear everything you're saying. Okay. I'm back.
All right.
Okay, so you said to James, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Uh-huh.
So they found a place, and I loved it.
Okay.
It's great.
I love that.
It's great.
And you can be on your porch.
Yeah, I can be on my porch.
Can you see the stars here?
Sometimes.
West Texas sets a high bar for stars. It's hard to compare to those.
I used to get in our garage and watch the sun go down.
Oh wow.
And that was neat. Watching the sun go down, watching the stars.
Yeah,
that was
I love
neat.
that.
That was neat.
Okay.
So where was I?
You decided to move to here, or you were thinking about it.
I moved here, and I love it.
Yay!
I love it.
How long have you been here for?
2 years this month.
Okay.
I've become an ambassador, which is people that get other people's opinion of what's going on here. If there's something.
Did you say a passenger?
Ambassador.
Ambassador. Ambassador. Okay.
And I don't say my words right.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm caught up.
But it's where people talk to other people to see if there's something that needs to be changed or if there's something good. And then we have ambassador meetings once a month. Mm-hmm. Then we have the resident council meeting once a month.
Wow.
And we all face our goods and our bads and see what we do.
I love it.
We do activities. Mm-hmm. We are welcomers. We welcome the new people, or if someone's doing a tour, we'll give them our spiel on what it's like to be here.
Yeah.
And
what a wonderful place.
oh yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, we do bingo. We do crafts.
I love that. I
we
love
do.
bingo. I want to move in. Is there
June,
a younger limit?
Maybe. In June, we do senior games.
Okay.
That's where all the assisted livings and nursing homes get together at Modco.
Really?
And we play games. We play volleyball.
What?
We have a theme. We have costumes.
What was your theme this year?
This year, ours was the. Last year it was honeybees.
What?
This year, it was the garden.
Oh.
We grow where we thrive.
Oh,
Where we
love
thrive
that.
where we grow.
Yeah.
And I was a ladybug. There was.
So you dressed up like a ladybug?
Dressed up like a ladybug.
What did you wear?
I had these
like wings?
costume with red, white.
Mm-hmm. I love that.
And then we had butterflies.
Oh my goodness.
We had hydrangea. We had one lady that's in an electric wheelchair.
Uh-huh.
And we took all these paper-made hydrangeas.
Uh-huh.
And put them on her in her wheelchair.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
And then we put a sign on the back of it said hydrangea because we was afraid people might not know.
Yeah, you got to make sure they know what's happening.
There was never been a prize win for just one person, and she won that last year.
I love that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So there's a costume contest, volleyball.
Yeah. The first year we won the costume and won the volleyball. Mm-hmm. What else did we win? Oh, the theme.
Okay.
This year we won the theme, and
sounds like big
sometimes
ones.
I can't remember everything.
That's okay. That's okay.
But we had
this isn't
a ball.
live, too. I can cut things out.
We had a ball.
That's so fun. Who puts it? Like, who organizes that whole day?
There's a group that from assisted livings and nursing homes, I assume. Mm-hmm. That they put it together, like our director.
Okay.
He's part of that.
Okay.
And they work on this all year long, getting it.
What a production.
Yeah.
Is that normal? Like, does that happen in other cities and other places?
I don't know. But boy, it sure should.
It sounds like it should. It sounds amazing. That's so great. Is it not working? No? Something happened? What's it? I don't know. I'm not sure. Let me try and put some new batteries in this. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I feel like I can talk to people all day, but I don't know anything about the equipment, and I'm trying to figure it all out, but man, it's kind of
Well,
complicated.
that was one of my nicknames, was Jinx.
Was Jinx?
Because, the first time I met my husband, we were over at Kim's Drive-In in Seminole, Texas.
Okay.
And he asked me to go riding in his car.
Okay.
And it was a beautiful gold, like 55 Chevrolet or something.
Yeah.
And I got in, he turned the key on, all the wires burned.
Just immediately?
Immediately.
What?
So he said I was a jinx.
Oh no. Okay.
And later on, he called me Squirt.
Why?
Because I wasn't very big.
Until you had Jerry.
Till I had Jerry gained 50 pounds.
Oh man.
I'm telling you.
Right.
I had a good life.
I love it. I'm loving hearing
I've
about
had
it.
some really rough times, but
Yeah.
who
This is
doesn't?
so fun talking to you. Let's see.
There you go.
I think we're good to go now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, living and learning here. I don't know what I'm doing. I've just been excited to come talk to you guys. Let's see. Okay, so you were just saying that what was your husband's name? Also Jerry, right?
Pat. Jerry Pascal Jr.,
Okay.
but we called him Pat.
Okay. All right, now we're back on track. So he called you Jinx and then Squirt. Really loving nicknames.
Also, he called me Heifer,
Heifer?
but this is a loving term.
Oh, good.
But there's another story behind it.
I'm nervous.
When James's wife came out, my youngest son's wife came and met us.
Uh-oh.
James called me Heifer. Well, that's just something that Pat called me. It wasn't a bad word.
Okay.
So she had a Bible in her hand. She hit him upside the head and don't call your mother that.
This is the first time she's meeting you.
He says, but.
He's like, I've been hearing this for years. Oh, no.
Yeah. We had some really, really good times.
Yeah, I love that. So are both your sons married?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
they are.
I love it. I love it.
Jerry has 2 step-daughters,
Okay.
and one has just joined the Navy.
Wow.
She's done her basic training now up in the Great Lakes.
Okay.
Now she's in Mississippi doing some more training,
Uh-huh.
and then she's supposed to go to Florida.
Oh, wow.
But I was talking to her, maybe 2 weeks ago, and she says, Mama B,
Is that your grandma name? I love it.
she says, you crochet, right? I said, yeah. She says, well, I need 10 baby blankets, 30 by 30. I said, okay, that's no problem. I can do that.
Seems like a lot of crocheting.
And I was thinking, okay. I said, when do I have to have them? She said, September 16th. I have 1 blanket finished.
Why does she need 10 baby blankets?
It's something about what they're doing for community service.
Oh, that's sweet.
They will give them to new mothers. So I've done that before.
Yeah.
I just need a little more time.
That's a lot. That's a lot of crocheting. That's a big ask.
But I love it. Well, see, you can see.
Oh, yeah.
I love
Life happens, crochet helps. I love it. What a great shirt.
Let me show you.
Oh, okay. Can I
get up?
Yeah, sure. You can do anything you want. If anything comes apart, we'll just fix it later.
Okay. My kids.
Some trial and error over here.
No, I like crochet.
Uh-huh.
So life happens.
I love it.
Crochet helps.
Did your kids get you the shirt? What do we got here?
And this one?
I wish crocheting burned more calories because I'd be one skinny hooker. That's an incredible shirt. Oh, I'm nervous. I'm nervous but excited. Weekend forecast, crochet with no chance of house cleaning or cooking. Perfect. These are great. Are these your go-to shirts?
Yes.
What else do we have over there? We've got some photos.
Yes. This is my
This is
husband and
Pat.
I about
Oh
40
my
years
goodness,
ago.
look at this photo. This is beautiful. That's such a great picture.
That's about 40 years ago.
I love it. So where were you when this was taken?
Levelland, Texas. We lived
Okay.
there for 12 years. His mother and dad were there.
Love it. They moved there from Louisiana? Okay.
Well, actually, they moved to Andrews, Texas.
Okay.
Then they moved when he was 5, and then they moved to Seminole. And then when he went into the service, his mom and dad moved to Levelland because there was more oil field work up
Opportunity.
there.
Yeah. Seems like a lot of oil field stuff happening over there.
She worked for the police department there.
Your husband's mom? Okay.
The radio.
Yeah. Was she like a 911 operator?
No,
Oh.
she was for the police department, and she talked out over the microphone what the police are to do. You know,
Whoa.
okay, you got a call like this. It's kind of like 911, but it was in the police department.
That sounds like really interesting work.
It was. She also was a meter maid.
Oh.
Walked around.
So she's getting everybody in order.
Yeah.
Seems like she and your mom would have some things in common.
Yeah. But most of her life, she was a waitress.
Okay.
She was good. She also worked in a pharmacy there in Seminole.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
She did a little bit of everything.
she did a little bit of
Did
everything.
your husband have as many siblings as you did?
No, it was just him and his brother.
Okay, just 2.
And then just the 2 of us because I had cesarean
Mm-hmm.
and they just didn't want me to have any more.
Yeah, tough.
So
Yeah,
that
for
was
sure.
God's.
Yeah, God's plan for 2.
Yeah, he's got his
Amazing.
plans all the way.
Yeah.
Just like me messing up, finally getting in here.
Seems like exactly where you're supposed to be.
Put one word in. Y'all got to come check this place out.
Great.
It's awesome.
It seems awesome. I'm ready to move in. I'm so ready. I love it. Okay, what else we have here?
That's my oldest. That's Jerry.
That's
Jr.
Jerry. Love it. That's a great hat.
And he was in Iraq,
Okay.
and he was there from January to May. He
Okay.
came home on Mother's Day,
Oh, what a gift.
and he was with the Big Red One.
Okay.
So
I
my
love
daddy and his daddy and him
A
were
lot of-
all in the army.
Yeah, so much military service in your family.
Yeah.
Wow.
And this is my youngest that lives here.
This is James?
and his wife.
Is this the one that hit him with the Bible?
Yes,
I like her.
she's a redhead. Watch out.
Okay. I love it. These are great photos. This is amazing. And this is his business card here?
Yes.
James Bell. Oh, roofing and gutters.
Yes.
In case
He's
anyone
the
needs
one
that.
that goes out and gets the jobs, goes up and looks at the roofs, and does the insurance and the paperwork. He doesn't actually do the job.
Okay.
So it's
He's
a lot easier.
the brains behind the operation.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
it.
And him and I don't know how many is there now. There was like 2 or 3, but I think there's a lot more working with them now.
Yeah. Okay.
And the end of the year in January, they take trips to Mexico, not Belize. Where? Anyway, they go out of the country
Okay.
for the company trip.
Fun.
And they've also been to Colorado skiing.
Whoa.
So
that's awesome.
that's a
So they're
perk.
doing well.
Yes.
It seems
Yes.
like.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Absolutely.
When you met Pat, was it like an instant? Did you immediately get along?
Yeah, we did, and it was in October of '66, I think,
Okay.
because I was 16.
You were 16.
and I was just beginning to date, and
You had a 3-year-old baby sister.
3-year-old baby sister, which he came in and read stories, bedtime
Oh.
stories, to my brothers and sisters when I was babysitting.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
That would get me too. I'd be like, all right, you're a keeper.
Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of ups and downs, but this is the best. My kids are my pride and joy,
I love that.
and I'm so proud of them. The main thing is they're both Christians. I love that.
Yeah, beautiful.
I love that.
I love it.
So, but there's other things that I'm proud of them for.
I'm
Each
sure.
one individual has had their own battles that they had to fight, and they come out on top, and they continue. So I'm proud of them.
Are they pretty similar to each other or pretty different?
Yes and no. They are kind of alike, but no.
Fair enough.
Okay, the oldest
Uh-huh.
is 6 foot,
Oh my.
long hair.
Uh-huh.
This one is bald at 6 foot.
So they're both tall. Was your husband very tall?
No, my husband was about 5'7", 5'8",
And both your boys are 6 feet?
and I'm about 5'6". So,
Where,
but
you know.
my uncle that was
Okay.
born for me, he was tall. There was some on Pat's side that were tall.
Yeah.
So it just came back from generations, I guess.
Yeah.
So, but they'll just go around and pat me on the head, and pat their daddy on the head.
Yeah, why not?
When we were in Corpus together, I stood between them, and it was like
You're
they
just
could,
looking up. It's like the Grand Canyon.
yeah, put their arms out, and there I am.
I love it. That's awesome. So do you feel like they're kind of the thing you're the most proud of?
Yes, yes, my family, my kids, my brothers and sisters,
Yeah.
my nieces, my nephews, grandkids, great nieces, great nephews.
You have a pretty extensive web of people.
My mother died about maybe 3 years ago in January. COVID was coming around here, and I couldn't go. But I saw a picture of the family. It was like there was 100 people there.
You're like, where did all these people come
Yeah,
from?
where did they come from? Houston, here, and there. I was really surprised, but
Wow.
really
Yeah.
pleased.
So your mom was in a facility.
Yes,
For
she
a
was
while.
in a nursing home there in Denver City.
Okay.
And she had had COVID 2 or 3 times. And she'd been in, isolation. Well, she was in isolation this time. They said she had COVID. And the day before, it seemed like everything, was okay. Well, the next morning when they went in there, she had passed away.
Oh.
It was a massive heart attack. So
Whoa.
I'm proud it was quick,
Yeah.
and we know where she went. Her
Right.
and Daddy both. So
Yeah, for sure.
it was hard because I couldn't go, but they filmed it to where I could see the services.
Oh, that's nice.
So yeah,
Because like COVID, you couldn't go out to Denver
no,
City.
I couldn't.
So tough.
Yeah.
Such a weird time.
I wasn't just feeling where I could go either. So
Yeah.
the kids said, "We'll take you. We don't care." And I said, "I just didn't have it in me to go."
Yeah.
So
Fair
I was
enough.
all right with it.
That's good. Well, that's nice that they were able to kind of virtually have you be there.
Yeah.
It was such a weird. I went to one COVID wedding and it was totally virtual, and they had little Zoom rooms where we would have like the cocktail tables,
Yeah.
and the bride and groom would come in and come out and talk to us, and it was crazy, but it was like it worked. I kind of felt like I was really at a
Awesome.
wedding. It was sweet.
That's great.
Yeah,
I
it's
have never
cool.
heard that before.
Yeah, it's
That's
wild.
great.
So you said James has 2 stepdaughters.
That's Jerry.
Oh, Jerry has 2 stepdaughters.
Yeah.
Does James have children?
Heather has 3.
Okay.
Trevor, Braden, and Caitlin.
Okay.
Braden is working out at the airport. He went to school in Laterno.
That's like right down the road, right? Uh-huh.
And he's doing computer work, advertisements. It's really a big deal. He's really smart.
Love it.
Then Caitlin going to ETB over here in Marshall, and she's in worship. She writes songs. She plays the piano. She plays the guitar. She does podcasts. She does. She's made several music.
Amazing.
And if you'll look up Reach Out.
Okay.
Or what's the other one? You Could Have Been the One. The Rose, just Rose.
Okay.
R-O-S-E.
Okay.
She sang that with Covenant.
Oh, wow.
And so it's just, I'm really proud of all
That's
my family.
awesome. That's awesome. Was it really, this is maybe such a strange question. Did it feel really different to be a grandma than to be a mom? Like, is it just the fun part, kind of?
Yeah, you can send them home. And
Yeah.
You can tell them things you wouldn't tell your kids.
There you go. You can just spoil them and do whatever you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's been fun being a grandma.
Yeah.
Grandma B? What was it?
Mama B.
Mama B. Okay. How did that come about?
They just started calling me Mama B.
Oh, great.
They had two grandmothers already.
Yeah.
So one of them just says, "Let's call you Mama B." I said, "Okay."
Why not?
Fine with me.
There we go.
I don't care what you call me, as long as you call me to eat. I still like my food.
Perfect. You still sneak in an oatmeal cream pie every now and then?
Once in a while.
Once in a while. It's not daily, but it's there. They're good.
Every Thursday we have homemade soft ice cream.
Like soft serve?
We worked, sold beads and pins, bracelets to get us the machine.
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing. You've got me. I'm moving in.
Come on. Come on.
This sounds great. Do you do little toppings on the soft serve?
Yes.
Nice.
We've had espresso, ice cream with vanilla, and then you can get it, like a swirl or two separate. We have had lemon, banana, chocolate, peach. Oh man, we've had so many.
Amazing.
I think most people's favorite was the peach.
Peach sounds great.
Yeah,
Sounds delicious.
that's good.
Wow.
Coconut.
Coconut. Oh my goodness. These are fancy flavors. This is not normal flavors.
What did she say we were going to have next week? Oh, carameled apple.
Perfect for fall. Getting into Halloween season. I love it. Do you know your theme for your what was the big day that all the seniors?
Oh, in June, senior years.
Okay.
Senior games.
Senior games.
No, we haven't got a theme, but we need to get a theme.
Yeah.
Get costumes
I guess you have
going.
time before June, but it seems like it's a production.
It'll be here before you know it because you have to order figure out what you're going to do.
Yeah.
Order the costumes. Figure out who's going to wear what. Who's going to be where?
Who picks the theme? I feel like you should get to pick it. You're in charge of everything.
No. But we all enjoy it.
What a cool day. I've never heard of anything like that. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's great.
So
It's
cool.
really great. I really enjoy it.
It seems like you're in a great place and you got your health and your family all in order. You have all kinds of stuff happening here.
Yes, it is.
You get tired? It seems like a lot of activity.
My bedtime is usually 6 o'clock right after supper.
Okay, good.
No,
I was asking Kelsey, I said, is 9 too early? And she was like, no, you're totally fine. She was like, they'll have eaten breakfast, everyone's ready to go.
Yes, perfect
Like,
timing.
I shouldn't have worried. I should have come at 8.
Perfect timing.
Good. I'm just learning.
I used to say I was a certified nurse aide for over 22 years.
Oh, wow. We didn't even get into that.
For hospice and home health. That's what I did after my husband told me, you better get prepared.
Yeah.
And I loved it. My favorite part was hospice.
Really?
And I loved listening to the people and what they had to say.
Yeah.
I had this one man that was a cowboy. He'd go up in the mountains up here close to Big Bend and stay the winter. He'd take him a bunch of cereal and milk, crack the ice off the milk, and pour in the cereal.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, he had a lot of stories about that.
Amazing. What important work, too. You did that for 22 years? Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
I've
hospice.
had some wonderful people, patients, people that I worked with. Yeah, and then at the end, we put Pat on hospice, and so my group came in and took care of him.
Wow.
And so that was a blessing because I trusted him.
Yeah, and I'm sure it was people that he had kind of known at that
Yeah.
point. That's so sweet.
So let me find something on a high note, because we got 5 minutes. I can talk all day.
I love it. No, I love it. It's been so fun talking to you. Let's see. Should we go to the list? Where are my questions?
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know. You checked them all, so I'm like, let me see what we haven't covered here. Sadie Bell.
I just get started and you never know.
Let's see. Well, I don't know if any of those were.
Where were you born?
Where were you born?
San Saba,
San
Texas.
Saba.
I was actually put in a drawer because they didn't have,
A real drawer.
bassinets, and incubators. So even though I was fat,
It seems like you and your mom had a lot in common. You're both kind of the life of a retirement center.
on that note, we both looked a lot alike.
Oh, really?
When I would go out on the drag, nobody'd honk at me. My mother would go to the store and everybody honked and talked to her, thinking it was me.
Oh. They just had you flipped at a distance. They had you flipped. Oh,
What
man.
was your childhood neighbor? Our childhood neighborhood was great. We could play outside. We could play ball in the street. And
Was it a lot of families?
Yes, on our street, yes, they were. We had some cousins to move in across the street from us.
Yeah.
And the girls would come in at dark. The boys could stay in the front yard a little bit longer. And okay.
Sounds like a great place to grow up.
1963, November. I was in junior high. I was under the band's staircase, and that's when I found out Kennedy had been shot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
We didn't know whether it was true or not, but we got back in class, and yeah.
Wow. So just kind of frozen in your mind, like
Yeah.
a where you were moment.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fun to see it.
Somebody's in trouble here. I've been seeing them walking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's serious.
Oh.
It's serious.
Sorry. I thought-
Somebody's in trouble. I'm afraid I know who it is.
Uh-oh.
Okay. My parents were great. Like I said, they were great. Daddy worked, Mama worked. They gave us everything they could. They did whatever we could. My name was chosen from my daddy's old school teacher.
Okay. Is your full name Sadie?
Come on.
Hi. Yeah, sure. Sorry.
All
That's great. I'm so sorry for your friend. I'll be thinking of him.
I appreciate that.
Well, do we need to wrap up? I guess so. I don't know. I think I turned these on. I can turn them back on. There we go. I bet we covered just about everything. I think we got a lot of
I
stuff.
think we did too.
If there's anything that comes to mind, you're free to share. But
How did you name your children? Yeah.
Jerry and James.
Traditions.
Oh, family traditions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite tradition is that any holiday, I don't care about any gifts, anything like that. I just want a good meal with the family. That's all I want.
I love it. What do you have something that you cook? Or that you want other people to cook?
I used to cook goulashes and stuff, but
Okay.
both my boys cook barbecue,
Okay.
the pits,
Yeah, like smoking stuff.
fish.
Amazing. They
Yeah.
can hunt and then they can
They're
cook
a lot better cooks than I am. And
That's
they
perfect
both
for
can
you.
iron better than I am.
Wow. Got it from their grandma.
My mother's, she ironed for 50-something years.
Yeah.
And I guess they got it from her because I could not do it.
Yeah.
She showed me and I never could do it.
So it just skipped a generation, the ironing ability.
And I'm glad. Yes.
You're off the hook on ironing, off the hook on cooking.
Oh, what I did that I'm glad I did.
Okay.
I went to the Bahamas.
Wonderful.
After my husband passed away, my friend, now like 40 years, we flew from Odessa into Florida. We stayed a couple of nights there. Then we went to the Bahamas on a ship. That was great.
That's amazing.
It was just...
Had you ever done a cruise like that before?
No.
How cool.
And I can't swim and I'm scared of water.
Oh, but you like
But
the
I could
cruise.
hang on that rail and look at that ocean.
Yeah. Let's hope the need to swim never comes up on a cruise. Something's gone sideways.
Pause for a minute.
We paused for a second, but
Okay.
yeah.
Do you need an energy drink?
Sure, I would take an energy
I wore her
drink.
out.
No, I'm loving it. We're best friends
I
now.
forgot to wear my hat. Yarnologist.
Darnologist?
Yarnologist.
Yarnologist. I was like, okay. I'm loving all the shirts, all the pictures. This is so fun.
How are you